This, oh gosh, talk your shit, Tina. Volume 2. Deuce. I think that's 2. I don't know. I wasn't cool back then. So, anyway, left side. These are the energy cards. 6 of Wands on the recipient side. On the right side, the manifestation side, I have 5 of Wands in reverse. Now, with this energy in mind, it's saying that I'm already winning. And there's nothing that can combat that. There's no, like they say, like, you can't compete where you don't compare. It's the same thing. Like you just don't meet the requirements, not even the prerequisites. So that's what that is there. So when I was going to talk I was going to talk about something to make sure that somebody is going to lay off on their workings on me, whether that be directly, indirectly, by proxy, or whatever, because I am I've had enough, like shaving years or life off of me, energy off of me. Yeah, no, no, no. I'm gonna have none of that. So let me go ahead and see what I can divulge based off of that, because this is the energy as it stands. It doesn't mean that I don't get to say anything about it. I mean, 6 and the 5 total is 11. It's still the ace. So should I think it was okay for me to say it, but Knight of Swords, things are moving quickly, like a rush. Queen of Pentacles, I'm bossing it up. So, like, I can save that, I guess, in my back pocket, what I was gonna say, because it would have gotten somebody in major trouble, like major in family fighting, like major. Like, she would not be able to escape it. And she would have to pay the penalty for doing that. It is a major, like, crisis penalty. Like, yeah. Okay. So, what's their advice on that? Should I wait or should I? Because my expanded divine panel of the infinite I welcome you in to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good, to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. Deja vu. All right, the Hierophant. Okay. The Law, 3 of Swords. Okay, I can lay down the law strict. Okay, firm. Okay, so let me talk my shit, which is all fact, okay? So that 20-ish some odd relationship that I disposed of, said goodbye to, she did some awful shit, okay? Some really awful shit, not just to me, but understanding, like, backtracking all the people that she kind of framed into, like, some awful like, she had stories behind other people, and I can see now that one of them was a guinea pig to do her workings on this, and I just felt strain right here, just felt strain right there. And then the second one is her niece, and she also did, like, other guinea pig workings on too. Her niece is maybe, like, in her 20s, and she's pretty in Hawaii, and like, pretended like she was protecting her, because she was so pretty and nice that she would get bullied. And so just saying these things that were factual doesn't, it may automatically assume that one carries those feelings, that but it was just spitting out facts. It was just like alibi cover for her to do these things. And so in bestowing these things that had intention on them, she became another energy source. And it got into the extremes of, yeah, I should say it. I should say it. It went to the extremes of, I remember a few years ago, she said, let me find a name for her. Let me see. What's the closest thing? Faye. We'll say Faye, okay? Or no, we'll say Sade. We'll say Sade. That way, those that know will know, okay? Um, so, like the authorities will know. Okay, so her niece, Sade, she told me, a few years ago, they went to some, like, her and her boyfriend and I don't know whoever else went to like some kind of like a NASCAR type of event. And you know, like how Long Beach has this, you know, thing going on, but you know, again, this is in Hawaii, and or I think she's from Hawaii. But anyway, they went to a NASCAR event and some freak accident happened where one of like the cars went I don't know, went berserk, and a part of it went flying and shattered the glass in front of them and hit her on the head. She landed in the hospital, I think in ICU. She had to, you know, they had to shave part of her hair and like do the, you know, surgery and all of that. Anyway, it caused brain damage. Um, and she confessed to me at that time that she was like so concerned. She said, you know, it was the only time that she did not place protection on everyone. And I was like, oh, you do that? Like, oh, you put, and she said, yes, you know, I do that with my family. I place protection on all of them, every day. And that was the one time that I didn't. And so I was like, that's so fucking weird. And demons can't lie to you when you walk in light, when you so that's how I know I'm told the truth, like blatantly. And I didn't realize it at the time. Again, it was a few years ago. And so uh I was going through some, there's a huge web of things, like a huge network of things that I'm sure she was well aware of. And so I did not see her for maybe like almost a year. And so when we gathered, we caught up like, you know, girlfriends or whatever, got some coffee, treated me out, etc., etc. And that's something that she's known to do, and she just writes it off, etc. And I thought like, okay, mentor this, mentor that, okay, give me, you know, some advice on, you know, like, do you know these people? Like, it's like I would tell her office things that had happened, and like there was something fishy even back then, but I just didn't know. I had no idea. And so anyway, I would ask, you know, out of courtesy, like, how is your family doing? How's Sade doing, etc. And there was this bit of a, like, you could see the dissonance and like her thinking in her, you know, like, what should she say about it, or what does she know? And it's like, oh, I'm doing well, or, you know, she can't get a regular job, so I'm helping her out do these other things. And so I realized, like, especially when the tune had changed and this girlfriend of mine, her tempo, her temperament, all of that had changed. Things were starting to get weird and suspicious. Like, I just don't know how to gauge her right now. Like, is she going through something, private marriage, whatever? Like, is she like, I don't know. She has all kinds of secrets. Like, she would keep things from her ex-boyfriends, like, but she wouldn't call them ex-boyfriends. And why would you keep something, like, when you have, like, family, like kids, a husband for decades, and why would you keep your, like, negligees or whatever from your boyfriends that you can't even call exes? It's like, it's so weird. It's like, it's so fucking weird. Anyway, so this is why I really need her to be consumed with things that pertain to her, so I can just alert them. She's just like trying to divert attention away from her. So anyway, when I brought it up in the past year and a half or so, like in within recent times, I said, oh, we were just sitting, like, just us two, and she noticed that I started, this is the time when she noticed I started becoming more powerful, stronger, etc. Uh, things had changed between us. And I still, like, remain humble. I tried to keep myself small. Um, but I told her, I said, yeah, remember, like, I was just talking to her, jogging around. I said, yeah, remember you said that, like, are you feeling bad because you didn't protect her that one day? You know, like when Sade had to, now she has permanent brain damage, because are you feeling guilty about that? And she said, she forgot that she told me that. And it was at a time when she knew that I was being watched by layers of authorities and PIs and all of that. Just curious and gifted, or layers of energies. And she knew right then that she was going to get in trouble. So, number one, when you are in a coven, a grouping, blood, family, whatever, you are not supposed, like, the number one rule, one of the rules is that you're not supposed to talk shit on your kind, your coven. And automatically you would be reprimanded to, I don't know what extreme, put on probation, I don't know what, but it's an extreme thing where it would, even, like, the leaders have to follow that. And so, what was I gonna say about that? So with that in mind, the fact that she purposefully did this with the, like, to her niece, with the intent to siphon energy from her, like destiny swap with her, that kind of, something similar to that, if you don't believe in that, or even make the attempts, having the intention that is for real, that is a much more pronounced offense. It's more than treason, I would say. That's like homicide with, like, an extension. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so she will be dealt with, I feel. Because I feel like there's still stuff coming at me. Like earlier today, I started getting psychic attacks again. They were a bit stronger than, like, the last ones that I got, but the last ones were really, like, they were like, they were so miniature. But these ones, like, they were effortful. Not, I know I'm stronger, so, like, it doesn't feel like as bad, but I could tell somebody was putting their all into it. And then so I checked my skin also, and it's been, like, getting drier and drier, and, like, not just scaly, but I'm starting to get, like, peach fuzz, like, extreme aging that does not make sense for my rate of aging. And it's relative to the conditions of that 20-year person relationship. Like, seriously, I've never seen someone's hands, like, even, like, dude, an 80-year-old, even my mother-in-law, when she had dementia and she was in a nursing home, I've never seen her hands ever, ever like that. Like, never. And so, yeah, I know that she's doing some really awful things. And so trying to get into my energy, I'm just seeing stuff like that, expedited things happen to me physically. Um, and I've been transmuting, I've been making stuff, made like 4 or 5 things today. Really cool things. So I'm gonna keep going with it. Yeah, like one-offs, which makes me happier than doing like mass production stuff. Anyway, so I just need her to lay off. And people to really, like, the authorities, whoever put her in a position of authority, like, they need to re-examine that. I don't know why it's extended, why I'm hearing through the grapevine that she still has some kind of authority provided to keep track of me, like, be somehow on my case. I don't understand it. But she's told me, like, consistently, this is a story that she tells me consistently, that she comes from a strong lineage. I think it's like in Hawaii, begins with a K, whatever. I don't know. But it was like almost like one upping too, because I told her about, like, I did a past life read on myself for the very first time. It was very brief, and the first card that I got was Pele, and then something else, and so she kind of wrote it off or whatever. And what did she tell me? And her family is like, has a syndicate background. I don't fucking know. I had to look up what a syndicate means, just as much as I have to look up how often I have to look up what the feds are. I still don't really know off the top of my head. I just know they do like investigations, I think, for crimes. And I think syndicate is like a fancy level, like a I'm an educated person type of way of saying like mafia. And I know she's not very educated. The way she talks, like, I know she isn't, but she plays it off as so. So anyway, I would never, like, I never said that like upfront to her because, there are certain things that I don't know, you know. She taught me basics like salt for protection, this and that, the very basic stuff that you could Google up, honestly. Um, and then, anyway, I'm not gonna, okay, so let's go ahead and just, what's just my guys going to say about these 10 of Wands. Well, she sure built up a story, didn't she? Castle in the Clouds, 8 of Cups. And now she has to kind of leave it. Like, it was all just story. And now she's kind of like on the run. Like she's leaving. What's with that? 5 of Pentacles in reverse. No lacking. I think she has like a place to escape, like a vacation home. 3 of Cups. Yeah, she does have a vacation home. So it doesn't, like, this stuff. Why would they even tell me that? That's kind of weird. Pre-read, okay. 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, she has some way to escape. I don't understand it. It's like she's still, oh, okay. She's still pretending like everything is fine. like 1950s housewife. She is. She is. That's what that is. She's putting, okay. Okay, it doesn't matter for me, like, with all of this. But, there's something else that I was going to tell you. It's okay. My angels will remind me. Give me a second. Oh. Excuse me for a second. Okay. She's pretending like everything is fine and good. But it's not. Seven of Pentacles. Just wait for it. Yeah, oh my gosh, just burped. Knight of Pentacles. What's being brought? Chariot. Something's being brought, like hauled in. With the Knight of Pentacles, something is like here. It's brought like Chariot. There's something that's it's big enough to be doubled up in saying that it's brought over. So therefore, it's like a large, you know, like tractor could haul it in. Justice in reverse. Seven of Cups. Okay, I'm not supposed to dive too much into that because I could care less about what the Seven of Cups is pertaining to her. There was something else though. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I think it's she got on her high horse, got very comfortable with everything, and played the illusion really well. Yeah, I think that's what happened. So she became like the bratty child, like this overgrown brat. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I really need to say much more about her because everything that I said about previous, like, bullshit, like, she did it all. And the married life, the family life didn't stop her. It just all continued. All right, so that's it for that. Okay. So Takio shit, Tina. Something else will come of, you know, if it wants to be brought on over here, then fine. But I think I'm gonna leave it open for my expanded divine panel of the infinite eight. Nine of Cups. Satiety. There's a lot of drinking in order to forget about that stuff. Things that were done. Yeah, this is like a party life. But for like bougie energy. Okay. Alright, so we're talking about, I feel like on a norm we talk about energy, not identities. So is that where we want to go with this or continue on? They said keep going with this. Because like this energy is like, she's Scorpio. So Page of Wands in reverse. Wants to start something. Three of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. Is this... Yeah, she's... Okay, so what do you want me to tell? What do you want me to divulge? Page of Swords in reverse, Ten of Cups, and the Emperor card. Oh my gosh, it's like a soap opera. Okay, so she's spying for sure. She sees that, and she's like, talking smack. But, she's seeing that I'm very happy, and even more so, like, what appalls her is that there's this boss, like, major boss energy that I'm happily ever after with, basically, energetically. I don't know who this dude, I don't know who this is, but, in the meantime, while I don't know who it is, I can safely say that, it takes one to know one type of energy on this level, so I can assume as such for me, that I'm doing just fine on this end. And do you see the drastic difference between a Page of Swords, especially in reverse, to the upright Emperor? Holy smokes. No. So this is saying, in its like highest vibing sense, let's turn the Page of Swords into like internalized to me. Okay, so I am learning objectively that I wear, that I can wear not just a different mask, and it's like see different sides of myself, not just within the feminine role, but like the utmost emperor, like the utmost masculine form. So it's just learning objectively. Like, Tina, you don't realize how much you can do. Yeah. Again, going with the energy cards, like you can't say nothing. No. Okay. Talk your shit, Tina, volume 2. Seven of Wands in reverse and Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This feels like a safe zone. I mean, it's master number 77, but it's like arms down, like it's so Seven of Pentacles is like a harvesting, cashing out. Cashing in. Seven of Wands in reverse. This, like, you don't really need to be defensive. Like, so whether it's whatever this means on the Seven of Pentacles, there's not going to be any one that I need to combat or feel like I have to make myself smaller in receiving, in harvesting. Okay, I like it. Okay, so I feel like I have a collective here, representative of my divine, the head count, representative of my divine collective. What do you want to say? Ace of Cups in reverse. You guys are also trophy winners. Well celebrated. For what? Ah! Five of Pentacles in reverse. For doing the most with what you got. You made it work. There's also something about like an investment that was seemed like questionable, like what do you call it? Tricky? Not tricky. Like an underdog investment kind of energy. What is it? I don't deal with that world, so I don't know what terms. I forgot what terms they use. It's okay. It's fine. But it did considerably well. Yeah, surprisingly well. Okay. That's for you to know. Empress. this is something that you intuitively, there's a spy in here. I saw a little like fly thing. Yeah, that you intuitively just went for. That's them, right? It's yeah, more so an energy. Okay, I don't know what that all means, but all right, that was for you guys. Tokyo shit. There's that one. That one. Ace of Pentacles. And these two. The High Priestess. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. What it says here is that, because this is here for me, that I am going to be receiving, like regenerating basically. I am going to be receiving incremental payments from my ancestry. Somebody's trying to get at me. I can feel it. Yeah, someone's see, Ten of Swords just appeared on that. The Three of Wands. Yeah, somebody's trying to get at me. Let me see here. Ten of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Wands in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse, King of Swords, Ten of Wands in reverse. Oh, I have the King of Swords here to help assist with all of this. Yeah. Okay, so what was I showing you there? Holy smokes. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Oh, from dissolution. Oh my gosh. The High Priestess is labeled as dissolution. So I am going to be receiving incremental payments from the inheritance. That's what it shows me. You can talk your shit, Tina, because that's it's showing me. It's actually I didn't have that. I wasn't even thinking about that. So we got some big hater energy here. Anyway, this is the bottom line. This was the end card. Ten of Wands in reversal. It's going to be a release of burdens. That's what the King of Swords is assisting with. He's not assisting with. He's successfully making it come through. Yeah, come back. No battle on that. Like, bringing. Yeah, so there is like a combativeness in there. Like, there's not only are they making sure that I receive it, but that there's not going to be any like get out of my way type of energy. See, Knight of Pentacles is in the Ten of Swords. Somebody's cooking up something to be. So it's like it's so piercing, like it's gonna be like almost like a stampede energy in bringing this. So this, you could automatically assume this is the Knight of Pentacles just as much as the Knight of Swords. It's like, get out of my way. I'm not gonna have any obstacle in returning it. Eight of Cups, yeah, that's the comeback. So in returning it, yeah, that's what they're doing. It's so crazy. I didn't even, I feel it, like, again, like, some sort of, like, pain there here. That's crazy. I did not expect to see that, but that's, like, this is, like, fact. This is fact. Tina, yes, it is yours. You are going to receive it. Plan on it. Okay. Let's get a clarifier for that. Ace of Swords in reverse. So, something to pin down, though. I don't know what it, like, maybe it needs a signature. There's a signature that's, yeah, I got the chills on that. I got the chills on that. I don't know what kind of signature, because I have not been prompted. I have not seen anything in the mail. I don't, so, what is that? Four of Cups. There's decision to be made. Or, like, I have to, what? Four of Cups? This is like, Ten of Pentacles again. Yeah, there's a, like, okay, Four of Cups, I always receive it as, dominantly receive it as a multiple choice. Like, there's ways in which it can be distributed. So, I think, just like the lottery, like, if you get it in one lump sum, there's higher taxation than there, I don't remember, like, I'm just, like, faint memories. So, rather than incremental payments, that way it doesn't get taxed as hard, because it's a different pay bracket in which it's something, I don't know, but there's ways in which it can be distributed. So, but they're also saying, like, you don't even realize it, Tina, you're jaded by your own, your singular experience here in seeing, like, do you know how many, like, notices I have? Holy crap, like, oh my god. Like, I just know that certain haters are trying to, like, come at me, because, like, Verizon, like, dude, you sent me your, like, your door-to-door salesman who asked me, who, like, said that there was a free trial of such and such, I think a Wi-Fi, like, router thing, and I'm like, I already have one, and he said, it's at no cost, blah blah blah, and here's my number, and I got signed up for it, so I just figured, okay, fine, we'll try it. Then he was nowhere to be found in when I said it didn't work out. Oh, no. First off, he said, okay, just give it another week. Maybe you just need to reposition. And I said, are you sure it's okay? Because this is like, I have like 1 day left on the deadline or whatever to return. No. It's just like, you have my number, etc. Then he was nowhere to be found. Then I get the bill for $200 because whatever. And so now they're coming at me like almost a year later or something like that. They're fucking crazy. So, anyway, there's that. Why do we even get to that point? I don't know. Oh, like, my experience. Like, even if I wasn't going through what I'm going through right now, there are certain things that I like. I'm very I'm just gonna say that. Do you know how silly this is? Must I confess to you? Hello. Let me show you this. Hold on. So, to the incense that I burn, I keep these things, the ends, to light my candles. Like, if I need to get, like, to the very bottom of a wick or whatever, I will light this and get my tongue tweezers and put it, like, in the pillar candle, whatever. So there are certain things that I have that I save, okay? All right. So, I don't think I feel bad about that, but people would think that's fucking weird. Like, Tina, it's okay. Get yourself a box of matches. I don't know. Anyway, I guess the world has not felt safe for me. To feel like I could just be so disposable. I mean, be so lavish. Anyway, Queen of Wands and Seven of Swords in reverse. Well, you know I'm not bullshitting you. And I know I'm magic. But, like, the best witches, like, the most skilled people at what they do, they are highly resourceful. Okay? Highly resourceful. So I shouldn't feel bad about like weird things like that. What else can I show you that's weird? I don't know. I don't know. Let's just keep going here. um Takeyoshi Torina. So this is kind of tame. I mean, the things that I talked about beforehand were, maybe that was just not the best way that I've done story time, but because there's so much content. But what I can say is like, it's one thing to do your like, to be like an energy, stealer, whatever, like ruthless in that, but to turn on your family and do that, um and even that, like, younger, to the point of them being to the point of almost helpless, um that's evil. That is evil. That was crazy. I don't know. The sun card. Okay. So I guess those are old times. Like, I don't that was great practice, I will have to say. That was a great training program. Right? Talk about the farm. Hello. That was that was the zoo. That's what that was. The circus. So the differentiations in that. Okay, the farm, at least you're roaming free. At least those animals can call it a home. Okay, it's a lot of hard work. Okay, every single day, every single moment. But then a zoo, that's within confines. And then circus level, it's like unpaid extra, Yeah, definitely. Hold on, should I say it? Yeah, the circus is like the strip club of animals, you know? Like, it's crazy. So like, with the elevation and recognition, the exposure that I'm attuned to, it's good to know these things. It's good to know how far people can go, and can lie all up in your face. Um, like, you don't know. She's always told me, like, you don't really know like what evil is, Tina. You're like, there is a lot of evil out there. And I I think, no, she was always like that. She was always like that. I caught her too. I didn't even realize it. Because back in the day when we worked in the office together, um, when she recently like referenced it, like, she's like, "Oh, you never got like energy drain when at the office, right?" And I said, "No." And I said, "Wait a minute. Yes, I did. I would almost like fall asleep on the road several times. Not just like multiple times, like several times. It's happened to me like multiple times in a single drive, like just coming out of nowhere. I I am not lying to you. I could have easily gotten myself into a car accident just with the drive." Um and then she realized, oh, she got caught, like she could get caught, and she blamed somebody else. The president's daughter said, oh, she could really, difficult, she no she said not difficult, she said, um I don't know what she said, but it was an implication that it was from her. And now I know who it came from all along, like back, like that's a long ass time. Anyway, I forgive myself. That's a huge learning curve, and that's only to tell what times are, what times will come. Like, it's to cement that knowledge. Okay? So you don't give too much credit to roles, to seniority, to any of that bullshit, okay? You just read the energy as is, Tina, and you're good to go. Yeah, the Sun card. The big flashlight, Six of Swords. Ascendancy. Yeah. This athlete level. Okay, talk your shit, Tina. Alright, is there anything else? Yes? No. No, we can cut it from here, because I think it's been an hour. Almost an hour. 45, 43 on the clock. Anything from here? Yes. Oh my gosh, I felt like I'm just going to burp a little bit. There you have it, folks. Alright. Talk your shit. Every time, like in the past, at least last reading, I was like, maybe it wasn't a very good one. Maybe I shouldn't post it. I don't know. And today I'm feeling the same thing again, too. King of Cups. Well, the King of Cups is here, so I must be doing something right to get that. That's a healer. Advanced healer. And then I recap and I listen to the thing and I listen to the playlist and I'm like, no, you're right. You're good. Everything's good and all right. Somebody's just trying to get in your head. Anyway, Seven of Cups. Resources are coming through. It's a haul. You know how they showed the 10 of Wands, like the treehouse thing from all the, like, everything's fine and great. This is the real deal here. Again, after following ascendancy, for sure. So my, these energies that are coming here aren't just curious, but they actually believe in me. Well, they believe in the cause, but they trust in me. So that's awesome. Yay! Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles in reversal. Again, I'm feeling the strain again right now here. Nine of Pentacles and the World card. These are external. King of Pentacles in reversal. They're manipulative with their wealth. This is an energy that does not mean well. And they're also observing. So it's a mixed crowd over here. Yeah. Like music and opens up portals. Or at least with me anyway. And this energy knows it. I think this one is in the music industry, if they know it, like, but this is not a good person. They that's not a good person. Or like they do bad things for sure. They're like their intention is to do bad things until they learn a hard lesson. So maybe that's why that's why they're here. Anyway, they're watching me trying to opening up that while there's like a closure, closing old chapters. The World card is at the bottom. Whoops. Oh, is two swords? What the heck? There's a block. Tower in reverse. The World card. I tried to get the World card, but then it had me pick up the ones right behind it too. The Tower card in reversal. Again with that up close. The Tree of Life. Incinerated. Like a castle anyway. Two of Swords. There's a block. Going through block. World card. There's like a roped off closure. So I don't really need to worry about this. They're just being like nosy. It's like they're acting like the Page of Swords in reverse. That's what's going on there. Yeah, I'm protected by the King of Cups, the way it's shown here, the Nine of Pentacles. Like, just keep doing what you're doing, you know. I'm protected by other healers. Okay, so I'll just throw this back in. Upright, what do we get? Death. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so, yeah, okay. That's that. Excuse me for a second. I don't want to show you anything extra. Hold on. Magical. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, takeaways now. Takeaways. Okay, takeaways. All right, 2 takeaways for you. My Divine Collective. And yeah, 2 from here or from here. From here. Okay. Talk your shit for your crew. All right, so what takeaway for you? 3 of Cups, celebration. Second one, Knight of Cups, no. These are my party people. I mean, ones that would be, it's worthy to celebrate with. These are good times. Abundance and conviction. Yeah, these are people that you could party with. They're not gonna, like, pop shit in your drink, you know? No. That's good. Alright. Look. Emanation full card is on the bottom of the deck. Top of the deck is King of Wands. Yeah, these are great networkers. Like, this heralds a new time for me. And with my collective. It's a celebration. Alright, you get a clarifier for the 3 of Cups. Page of Wands. Yeah, it's about to roll out. Second takeaway clarifier. 5 of Swords. These are energies that have like the 1-up. So it adds to their charm. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, conviction. Charm. Okay. What's behind the Fool card? Discontent, 4 of Cups, and 2 of Wands. Okay. Why is it like that? Multiple choice, and I already know. See it as it is. I don't know why it's all like that, but okay, that's fine. Let's leave it. Okay. So those are your takeaways. All right. So what are my takeaways? First one, King of Pentacles. Yeah. My second takeaway is Ace of Wands in reverse. Again, my elbow kind of like did a weird thing. And then my third takeaway is inversion, suspension, the Hangman in reverse. Or Hangman card. There's something about I'm supposed to go out, I guess, later today. And go out at least for a walk. Get in touch with night Shytt again. Yeah, they're just saying that I need to step away. Like take breaks. So just keep the balance. Not too much of this, not too much of that. But I'm not supposed to like be overregulated. It's just knowing like temperance in business matters. Because like after making a few things that became, you know, like time just flew, um, I almost like hit like a roadblock, like, I need a break. I actually felt like I needed a break. So, there's that. Okay. Clarify. What? Wheel of Fortune, yeah. I'm doing what I was meant to be doing. Talk your shit. Like, to me, it doesn't feel like talking my shit, but I think it's more like I'm so used to, no, let's reframe that. I am I it is valid for me to start speaking in this manner, like to start being more bold. Yeah. Okay. Second takeaway clarifier. Six of Pentacles, so the return. Yeah, so they're saying that I will see more of an exchange. Like once balance is achieved in the ratios of investments in my life, then I'll see like the reciprocation on external. Mm-hmm. It's just like a turnkey. It's not saying like um uh that's the only way that a proper exchange can happen, like reciprocation can happen. But it's just saying like it'll just you'll notice the difference. That's what they're saying. Okay. My third takeaway clarifier to Hangman is King of Pentacles again. Again, this is objectivity and learning. So this is like special certification type of energy, like in the works. So just because you have PhD'd something doesn't mean that like that's the most that you'll ever get out of that subject, out of that arena. There's certain specialties that are they're like training me, or so this is like on the job training type of energy. Like a personal trainer, but like with business. I think this feels like that. I don't know. That's what they said. Seven of Wands and Ace of Cups. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah. It's like drink your water. Okay, here, like this is like your partial fitness coach. Yeah, definitely. With the Seven of Wands right there, like exercise and diet, like water, you know, like there's something about it. Definitely. I feel like that. That's so weird. I didn't even so weird. Two of Swords. Yeah. It's a private, you know, trainer. Um Eight of Pentacles in reverse. There's but it's not really hand holding. It's kind of like a consult. Yeah, it's a consult. So they're not like hand holding or anything. It's like kind of whispers, you know, like you see like they're seeing it at a distance, you know? Like, oh my gosh, for sure. But like close, you know, like they're helping, but they're this is so weird. This is remote viewing. Oh my god, that's so fucking weird. Do you see? Like they're just right there. I don't even know because like I'm busy with the void. I'm trying to like fold my my sleeping bag, or you know, like I'm trying to Mary Poppins it. I'm trying to, you know, like I'm fixated. That's so weird. So weird. So it's like effortless, and it's in almost like in its investments. Like it's a very gifted energy that is just like offering suggestions. And I don't know where it's coming from. I don't like hear anything really exacting. I was just like, oh yeah, I should clean that area up. Oh, I should, yeah. It'll make a difference after, yeah. Before I go to bed, blah, blah, blah. So crazy. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they're not micromanaging. This is so weird. Okay, that's fine. This is okay. That's enough. That's enough. Okay. Thanks very much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. So I guess, you know, the Talking Your Shit Tina volume 2 is really dominantly about getting the luxuries of like, you know, when celebrities have to go to like rehab or jail, they have like some luxurious portion of it, like some upscale version of it. Um and so it's kind of like that. So like the some of the like profits that I'm receiving, like that didn't translate to certain things like in pentacle form, it's like it's allocated to something that like I'm getting like pennies on on the hundreds, basically. It's like not getting, but like the value of what I am receiving is so much more substantial, and kind of prepaid at a discount, basically, for, let's say, if I earned, you know, stuff from whatever, then it would like automatically fuel like, what is it, auto pay, basically, um on these things. Like that would be that not even like everybody has is exposed to, like, you know, there are some um people that don't even know this kind of thing exists. um that's crazy. Okay, that's it for now. Okay. Now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strengths, properties, passions from those that call upon, cast, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and then to be refortified in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt, no attachment, except for all bonus bonds somewhere included. There you go. Okay, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with the sequence of rollout and light and limitless portals in this reading.